girl is a miracle that never ceases to be a miraculous, full of beauty and forever beautiful. A girl child is even a little bit educated, is more conscious for family planning, healthcare, and in turn, her children's own education. So, hello everyone. So, this International Day of the Girl, I, Neetu Verma, on the behalf of Baba Ki Parsala, welcome you all and we are very pleased to have you all in this session. I would like to give a brief introduction of Baba Ki Parsala. Baba Ki Parsala is an online platform which provides an opportunity to users for their overall development rather than just academics. We ensure this by offering a wide platform, including extracurricular as well as mental health support, to the users by offering them psychological help. Our aim to develop the skills required for handling the real life situation and to diversify the knowledge areas of users so that when they enter the real world, they have ability to handle it. So, moving on the topic, on the occasion of International Day of the Girl, we have few members here who will share their precious thoughts over situation of girls in society. So, welcome you all and thank you for joining us. First, I would like to give a brief introduction why we are going to celebrate this International Day of the Girl and when it is started. So, on December 19, 2011, United Nations General Assembly adopted October 11 as the International Day of the Girl Child to recognize girls' rights and to acknowledge and celebrate the importance and potential of girls around the world to promote their gender to promote gender equality. The day also aimed to drive efforts to eliminate unique challenges that girls are facing. So, this year, UNICEF has decided the theme of this International Girls' Child Day is My Voice, Our Equal Future. And its aim is to build a world where adolescent girls do not face gender based discrimination and sexual violence and their practices such as child marriage like and other things like live free from infections like HIV and AIDS, decide their future and emerge as a leaders of social change. सो आज के सेशन में हमारे साथ कुछ मेंबर्स जुड़े हुए हैं और हम लोग एक एक करके कुछ जो हमारे समाज में गर्ल्स के अपोजिट में जो बुराइयां मौजूद है उसके बारे में चर्चा करेंगे और इस चीज़ को सेशन को आगे बढ़ाएंगे. सो मैं चाहूँगी कि हमारे जो मेंबर्स जुड़े हुए हैं वो अपने थॉट्स शेयर करें इस सेशन में. Like I would like to I would like to ask Prerna, please share your concern and share your viewpoint. What is the scenario in India? Means what is the Indian scenario that what do you think that gender equalities exist in our society?
Hello
Prerna, are
everyone.
you able to hear? Yes.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Hello everyone, and thank you that you provided me a chance to share my thought on this one.
Welcome,
So
Prerna.
yeah, thank you. So I will just start from that men and women both are equal and play an important role in creation and development of their family as well as the society. Indeed, this is very sad, but the struggle for equality has been one of the major concerns, not only in India, but all over the world. So let's talk about India. Since long back, women are considered as oppressed section and were neglected for centuries. We know that even today, birth of son is celebrated while the birth of daughter is filled with pain, and this is really very sad. According to UNDP report, India ranks 132 out of 187 countries in gender inequality index. And the number really is very shocking and very surprising for us. We as a country and we as a responsible citizen of India need to focus on this so that we can just improve the rank and so that we cannot be at such an alarming position in this report in the UNDP report. And according to my thoughts, yes, I think gender inequality is definitely existing in India in almost every phase, not only in some phases, but in we come to this in every phase of our life, be it education, be it our profession, and even in the rights and in our independence too. So I would just like to give an example how we are considered or how we face inequality in education. So according to me, education must be a equal right for a boy or a girl. I would give an example from my personal life. I was in my college and I was the student of computer science engineering. We had several branches which consist of mechanical branch. So we had only one girl student or in the branch of mechanical, and we were very glad because we were the second batch in our college, and first time in a mechanical branch a girl joined. So we all were very happy that we have a girl to represent the mechanical branch. But the thing which was not which I was not liking was the girl was not called by her name, but everyone called her bro. So I just want to make a point here that why a girl from a mechanical branch could not be called by her normal name and why we need to call her a bro. Do we think that a girl who is in mechanical branch could not be a girl actually? We need to call her bro and we need to make her feel that she is a boy. She is not a normal girl. So I think this is not good. And if a girl is joining a mechanical branch, we should respect and accept her as a girl. Next thing is profession. Uh, I think all of us are here has a job, and all of us are working. But uh, do we do will we have the same opportunity when we will get married? This is a question we really need to ponder on. So, what happens after marriage? That even if we are working before our married life, uh, we are expected to leave our job. It's considered to be an optional to be an option. Maybe after marriage, we will be told not to continue our job. Better if we can just serve our family and leave our job. So this is something which needs to be questioned and uh, which needs to be acknowledged. Third point and the last, which I would like to discuss, is the rights and the independence. We don't have equal independence as the boys in our family have, and even if we talk about rights, uh, then we are asked to share our views on certain decision which we need to make in our family. But the ultimate decision which is followed definitely comes from the male member of the family. So considering all these things, I think yes, there is gender inequality in our society and in country, not only in India but all over the world. Yes, this exists.
Yes,
Thanks.
yes,
Just
true,
that.
true, true. Yes, it is true that even government has do many things to do equal to give equal right to girls and boys. Still, our society are lagging gender equality. So, from my next, I want to discuss with harmful cultural practices in our society. So, over this, I just want to give their view, give suraksha. Can you please share your views on this topic, harmful cultural practices in our societies?
Am I clearly audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible also.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, hi.
As Prerna has already talked about how we have been already distinguished between male and female. Talking about the ill practices, I remember that when I was a child and I visited to one of the internal regions of Andhra Pradesh, uh, there was this distinction that during the menstrual cycle, you are not supposed to touch the woman. I believe that this practices which has been in our you know culture has a huge impact till date. Although we have developed with respect to our education, our job, our lifestyle, but I think that the thought which is in the brain has yet not changed. Although I believe that there is a scientific reason that why a woman needs to rest, but I don't think that this format of being untouchable and such things which still exist in the society should be continued. There are still things which happen. Let me talk about how should I say? Still, there are in villages that people think that a girl need not have to go for education and supposed to be at home, and the rituals which have been followed since ages are still being continued. Although they state that there is no differentiation and women and men are given equal opportunities, I think that it still doesn't exist. It's just a myth, and the things are not in action, but right, just in words.
Yes, true. True. Some we are also seeing that in many places, girls are they first they learn household chores. Then after that, if they will get time, then they their parents send them to the schools. So these are the also factors present in our society. So moving next, I want to just learn about that. Why girl child is a burden in our society? Why gender discrimination is present? And there are many techniques that before birth we can know gender of the child. So, Suraksha, can you please give some points? And or Pratibha, Suraksha or Pratibha, both of you can give.
Um, you want to go ahead, Raksha, about this one?
No, please continue.
All right. So, as we all know, we all are girls. So, just like that's sitting idle and thinking over all these things, we can just ponder. I mean, why does it even exist? Why are men and women not considered equal? So, there can be many aspects to this. So, initially, maybe when the when the times began and society as we know it, maybe we can consider Harappan age or something. We have evidences when um, there was no significant difference that people used to maybe consider women and men unequal. They started equal, but then people themselves created these differences, and then it kept on growing, but then it depends on the society. Say the US society today and what we consider in India. Why is there a difference? Because the people there think differently, right? There is societal difference. The mentality matters a lot. So how have we been taught? So there is this new generation coming up. We are the youth, so we need to think about all these things. If we don't, then this is going to continue and this is never going to change. So it is just about the people. It's not about the area. Is it something with the land that we live in? No. US, India, it's all the same, right? It's about the people who make the country. So we need to think about how we, educate people about this. And, the thing is, why do we differentiate? First thing is that it's about the physical strength, no? Initially, today we have like services and everything. We can work from home and everyone can work equally. But then initially it was all about muscle power. So maybe that's when it all started. And even um, today it has been ingrained in our minds that that men are more powerful. They can take charge over all the things, take care of the household, and they are supposed to go out and work. But things are changing, times have been changing. Maybe that was true then, but it is not now, right? We can work from our computers, and even I don't believe that physically, uh, we have some limitations. But then some of the girls, I come from Haryana, and I know girls who have better physical strength than others. It's just about believing. If we believe that uh, girls can do anything which is possible, all the kinds of work, then we can make a difference. We can do that. So this is one thing. Second thing is, so then it again comes from our culture. It comes from our orthodox society that you know people think that girls have to get married and then they have to go out, and so they don't belong with us. So that sense of belonging is not there from the initial stage. Then they consider them as a financial burden or something. There's this dowry concept. So we ourselves have, this is a cow web. We have entangled ourselves in all these societal pressures. And why even do we have to, um, you know, why is dowry there? If you think that girl is a burden because there has to be dowry, then why do you have to do that? You know,
Yes, yes,
in
true.
fact, the men, the father has to gift. It's a kind of gift to the the boy, that he's giving his uh, precious girl to that guy. That person should in return give something to the girl's family, but rather, why would the father give that to him? And there are so many girls who can work. There are so many, it's not like they are just a burden or something. There are so many working housewives, they are working and then they are handling their household chores. But why is that men cannot do it? So it's the physical strength, it's the financial burden that they consider. But I think that again comes to our mentality, and that should not happen. And so I would like to give one of the examples, say, about this Sabri case. Everyone must be knowing that. So I talked to one of, my aunt about this, and she was like, she knew that I study all the societal issues of the world, whatever is going on, and I have interest about this. So she asked me that, do you think that this should happen? I mean, the Supreme Court is trying to restrain, the temple premises to not do this. So this should not happen. Why do they want to, make a big deal out of it? And uh, it's okay. It's okay that girls are not allowed to go. But I was so shocked. I mean, my aunt, she was all, she has studied and all, everything. But then I was really astonished upon hearing this. I mean, it's all right, they have their beliefs, but then belief has to be to an extent that it does not discriminate. Why
Belief
is
become burden.
menstruation considered such a taboo? I mean, this is a natural thing. Why would you do that? People should come out and talk about it. In Western society, they men do as equal as work as women. If there might be some times when she is working and he is not. Why do we make a big deal out of it? Right? So I would like to say it's just about the way we think. So the people like us have to come forward and make aware about the ground reality. I see so many of laws coming from the British time, and still we have like laws like this prenatal sex determination and all. But it is not working, because I see examples when the girl has been dumped out, just a 4 months girl. It hurts. It hurts really. How can you really do that? It's unrelated to me, but I can't really see that. So we have to come forward and make aware the society. You talk about GDP, you talk about economy. there are almost like half of the population is women. How can you expect that your economy is going to grow if you don't let your girl child come forward, right? There, after this lockdown and stuff, there might be so many girls who might not be able to study because, their son might be given preference. They might be given digital gadgets and everything. Why can why can't it be given to a girl? Maybe she might do better. My
Yes,
parents, I am lucky. I'm really lucky that my parents believed in me and I have come so much forward. And I know I can make a change in the society now that I am a lot more studied. But I would not have come, at this stage of my life if my parents had been like all those other parents who think that girls are a burden. So yeah, we this day we should come forward, and this is our responsibility to make aware to all those people who think that girls are not that capable,
yes.
but they are.
Thank, thank you, Pratibha, for sharing your views.
Yeah,
Really, it exists in our society, and it is really very, very means we can say that it is also a shameful thing in our society that we are
exactly.
discriminating boys and girls. Both are same. Without anyone, they can't do anything in our society. So moving forward, I want to ask some views of Suraksha over sun meta preference in our society. What is the sun meta preference in our society? How it is exist in our society? Please, Suraksha.
Could you please repeat your question?
Yes, in our society we have sun meta preference. Like these things are exist means people are they are giving birth again child means like girls and boys how they are discriminating sun meta preference one term is exist in our society that I want please explain over this.
Yeah,
Uh,
देखो, yeah, Suraksha, let me explain the question to you, right? Actually, what happens that suppose there is a couple and they are having a child, so they will determine the sex, and they will earlier used to happen that they used to determine the sex of the child, and yeah, so although these practices have now, we can say that not at all vanished, but yeah, at least minimize it at some extent, right? So but still some practices exist here that we keep expecting a boy until even after many attempts. Suppose one girl has already born, then second next girl, third girl, fourth girl, fifth girl, and suppose it is the that eighth child is the boy, then they stop reproduction right? So you can think that this is a very sinful practice, we can say that, right? So what are your views regarding these kind of things? And anyone of you can share your views, right? So first of all, right, Swati, Suraksha, Ankita, anyone can take the charge. Okay.
So, talking about this differentiation and malpractices still which exist, I believe that people find as an escape, like if they know that who the child is a he or she, they get a point that, okay, now we can actually think about our future aspects because women have never been seen as a person or a family member. I mean, this typical thinking that okay, a boy leads to the next generation rather than a woman, because women are supposed to get married and need to join a new family, and they're not going to carry our name. This so-called stigma, with the surname and carrying their own generation further, has still stick to the people's mind, and that is so hard that you can't make them change that. Okay, just forget about it and think about the equalization part. Although Supreme Court has said that there is no differentiation when it comes to the property and allocation, but I think that when it comes to parents, that how they think about it of having a girl child or a boy child, I believe that this mere thought that only a boy is supposed to take their family further and not a woman is still a stigma. And even this part of name change, there are people who still want to carry their family name because they believe that the family would not ever change even after you get married. The stigma, I think that is just a belief, and until and unless people are not changing their belief and thoughts, it's very really difficult. Although you put a lot some of rules and regulations and strictness, I think it doesn't work until and unless people are not changing their thoughts and the mentality which they actually carry. And I think that it should start by the age when you're actually a child, because the teachings which we actually learn from society and the parents actually carry on to the further life. And changing thoughts is not that easy. And here, the mere thing is that you need to change the thought.
So, I would also like to talk about the sun meta preference thing. So recently, the government released the number, and um, I came across this number, and it was like 21 million of girls are unwanted child, right? So this is what sun meta preference is, and people keep giving birth in the hope that they will produce a male child. Why is that? And then this is leading to another problem, which is the population. You say that population is increasing, right? And then this is a hypocrisy. Why would you, give birth to so many children, knowing that they might not even be so rich? They might not have that much resources that they can nurture, maybe 5 children,
Yes,
and
yes.
give all of their whatever they have to the one son that they have, maybe the youngest one. And the initial four girls might struggle in their life. They are just barely living. It's not you talk about article 21, living with life and dignity. Is that what dignity is? They are not living with what they could have been if they might have stopped at just one or two child. And what if they have just two girls? Why can't they raise them, and they might support them? Why is this all this is nuisance? I mean, you see around 2 crore of girls living like that, and then uh, this is leading to various other problems, right? So this has to stop. So this signifies how laws are can't limit to limit what society stigma that we have in our society, right? So they made the laws that you can't determine the sex, and that's why they maybe kept trying in the hope that a boy would come. So the law was such that so that girls are preferred, and boys are not given preference. But the people, because they don't know all these things, and because they have this orthodoxy in their minds, they did not stop. They find alternative to this, and now we have this kind of thing. So yeah, that's what I had thoughts about the sun meta preference thing. And then again, this will stop only if we raise awareness and have that kind of campaign in our society. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, yes. We have to raise awareness about gender equality, how girls matter as well as boys matter in this society. Both are same. So moving forward, Swati is also here. Swati, can you please share your views over girls' child labor and their exploitation in their childhood only? We have seen that in our society, girls are working at their home means in our, especially in village area, girls first prefer their homework means home chores, and then after, if they are getting time, or then means education is little less priority for them. So can you please give your views over this?
Yeah, Nitu.
Yes,
Am I audible
yes, yes, you are audible.
correctly? Yeah,
Yes, yes.
thanks for the confirmation. So, yeah, this is the very precise issue in our society. But if we will see as an information that ILO, International Labor Organization, they confirmed that poverty is the basic issue behind child labor. So basically, child labor is more common in boys. If we talk about small industries like small shops, they used to use that children, and they used to exploit their children. But thing is that why that children is moving into that area means, why, what are the helpless things that making them to work in that small shops and all? Because they just want to earn a little pennies and want to survive their own household things. Basically, child labor is considered is a very serious issue, but I know it is very hard to remove that issue from our society, because it is increasing, not only from only one reason. For example, as we are talking about power of a girl, what is the importance of a girl in our society? So because of all these issues, also population increasing, and then when we talk about poverty, poor people have more children. If you talk about town area and educated person, they used to stop at one or two children. Either they are girl or they are boy. So if we will see or observe in our society only, then we can see that yeah, they are poverty, and they are having 7 to 8 children, and they don't earn that much of penny to survive. And children also used to work in the small areas. So these are the basic issue, and these are the basic reason, so they need awareness about that. And if you will talk about education means, why the parents are not thinking to make their children to go and study in schools and all. So basic reason is that they can't afford a quality education. They can't afford that their children go to study, because initially they try that their children go to study in a government school. But thing is that sometimes it is very far from the places, or they then again to think that is it worth to their life, because they have too many children, and they have to survived on that pennies only, because they don't have a good source of earning. So because of this only, children having below 12 years of age, between 12 to 15 years of age, they used to earn a little pennies and little amount of money to survive their own life at least, and their education quality decreases. So these are the basic reasons. And all the points are interconnected. That is, we'll talk about the power of a girl, power of a boy, then population, then it comes to poverty, and then finally it comes to child labor. So in short, and in a single line, I'll say that they all need awareness.
Yes,
Poor people need awareness. Exactly, in a case of child labor, poverty should be decreases, and it should be decreases in sense of awareness. If they will get they will get awareness that yeah, this is wrong, this is right. And when I used to talk that people that why you have that much of children means you are not able to survive, and your children is also going to work outside and all, because their sons are going to Mumbai, Delhi, and working in very means rickshaw puller and like that.
yes,
So
yes,
what is that? This is not the quality of livelihood. They used to change their
yes,
lifestyles. So basically, this is the reason. Then they used to say what we can do. It is all about hote gaya, and then done like that.
yes, yes,
So it should not be like that. If there is a birth control awareness, or education awareness, they need this type of things. And if we'll talk about government school, then I can see that yeah, little bit of standards has increased. They
yes,
used to
yes.
provide some extra things also to the children, but they are not
Mm.
willing to go. Yeah,
They are
so these
providing
are
midday
the
meal
things.
scheme, like their
Yeah,
midday
yeah,
meal scheme is also
yeah.
there. So they
Hmm.
can eat there, at least they
They
can't work
used to
outside.
provide uniform also.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, so
uniform also, food
mm,
also. So if children is willingness to get, then they can get. And if we'll talk about girl, then we all can agree on one point, that right now also parent used to enforce girl that yeah, you are a girl, you
Yeah.
have to learn the household things, and you will
Yes.
make your parents proud of that. Otherwise, yeah, we can say in our society only, if you will see that yeah, what your in-laws will say,
Yes.
parents had
True.
not taught you anything. So these are the basic means, girls are made for that, means about 70% of parents have been thinking like that. Yeah, girls are made for samhalna, for household works. They have to work for their children, upcoming children, and upcoming childrens of the children. So they are made like that. And we girls are means they don't get enough environment to explore their mind. Thing is that, so now from we are youth, yeah, I can say one thing: we are youth, and we understand these things. So we will not allow our next generation to think like that. We will not say I have a girl child, then you have to work some household work from the age of 10 only. Yeah, you are now in 6th or 7th standard, now iron your clothes, do some utensils. So we will not ask our children to do all these things. If she
Yes.
is
Yes.
willingness, then yeah, you can do. But yeah, these are the basic things which are the mentality, and it is being inherited from past, I think, many of the years. So we are youth, and we are here to spread the awareness. So I'll say only one word: awareness is very important,
Yes. Yes.
any
True.
for any concerns. Yeah.
There is a quote now. If you educate one girl child, she can educate whole family.
Right.
So
Yeah,
means
correct.
we can say that means if we are educating one girl child, she can handle all family, her childrens and her surroundings also.
The
So
thing is,
thank you.
I think girls need to be independent in whatever area. Need
Yeah,
to be
right.
independent. What you want to do, you know how to do.
Yes, true.
Need to be independent in everywhere, in every is like whatever household work, whatever office work, whatever your personal, your traveling, everything. You have to know how to manage all these things. Then I think now this time girl need to be very independent and very confident in every everything.
Everybody, yes, true.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Thank you
on
for
this
sharing.
yeah, and I'll add one more thing, because nowadays we are working women, and we will also face such type of challenges in future. So uh, I think parents or in-laws family should understand the responsibility of a woman when she is a wife, when she is a mother, and also a working woman. So when this type of understanding will be maintained, mutually understanding will be maintained in a family, then only girl will think to yeah, I have to do that, I will able to manage. So basic supports also makes an important role in that area. uh, yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Swati, for sharing your views. Susma is also here. We also want some views from Susma also. So Susma, can you please explain what is the domestic violence and what how child marriage is still exist in our society? And can you please discuss what are the laws forming for child marriage? As we know that for girls child the age is 18 and for boys age is 21. But I think this recently it is increased. It got increased from 21 to 23. For girl it is 21 and for boys it is 23. So please Susma, please give your views over this. Is
Thanks,
this
Mo.
yes, yes,
Yeah, I want to share my views on child marriage. As we all are aware that child marriage is generally understood to mean marriage that takes place before age 18, but for many girls, marriage occurs before much earlier. In all the country, we can see that girls as young as 7 or 8 are forced by their family to marry much older than men. The reason girls are married are divorced. Parents sometimes believe that through marriage they are protecting their daughters and increasing their economic opportunities.
However, child marriage exposes girls to increased health problems and violence, denying them access to social networks and support system, and give a cycle of poverty and gender inequality. I have researched some few fact about the child marriage, and then I able to find that according to UN, 37,000 girls under the age of 18 are married each day. We now have the greatest number of married girls and girls at risk of child marriage than ever before. One in three girls in the developing world are married before 18. One in nine are married before the age of 50. If present trends continue, more than 150 million girls will be married before the age of 18 in the next decade. Globally, almost 400 million women now aged 20 to 49 were married before the age of 18. So I have researched some states example also. Some several states of India has introduced incentives to delay marriage. For example, the state of Haryana introduced the so-called Apni Beti Apna Dhan program in 1994, which translates to My Daughter, My Wealth. It is a conditional cash transfer program dedicated to delaying young marriage uh, by providing a government paid bond in their name payable to their parents in the amount of 25,000 after 18th birthday if she is not married. So I want to all this time to share my views that child marriage is basically faced by the woman. I don't think that boy gets a child marriage early. Basically, girls are facing because I think at the age of when they have to take the decision that they want to study or they want to make career, at that same time, they are getting a responsibility that to get a marry and to handle a family. So being a girl, I think it's very unfair. Not we are here to discuss the Indian International Child Day, but I'm saying that it's day is not to be need to be celebrate like that child day child day. We are giving a girls a not equality, because in every day we can say that girls are facing some problems, sometimes domestic violence, sometimes child marriage, so every time girls need to face everything. Then also we are considered as the weakness. We are not strong. How we can not strong, I think so.
I think girls' child marriage is one of the main reason for domestic violence also, because girls at the time of marriage they are not able to understand what's
Yeah.
going on in our there with her. So after that, if their in-laws are doing any thing, any means wrong with her, she can't means find out that what's wrong going with us. She just telling that it's our duty, and we have to do like that. So these are the not the right thing.
Yeah.
At least child marriage is
No.
not the right thing. And yes, anybody wants to share their views?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I want to say, actually what happens, if we will see, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are
Because
audible.
Right.
yeah. So we will see in our daily practices what happens that being a girl, many areas, or if we will say 70 to 80%, parents used to say that yeah, this is your home,
Yeah.
your in-law is your home now after marriage. So
Yes.
many of the parents doesn't support their girl child, or a woman, or their daughters, that no, what happens, it is the basic things, people can get angry with you, people can treat you like that. This is your duty, you learn to manage these things. Yeah, but why I have to always means, why always a woman have to adjust in in that environment? And because of this their husbands also take it granted. Yeah, because
Yes.
she is made for that, I have to treat her like that. My responsibilities is with her. My whatever I want I should get, what she wants it doesn't matter. So these are the basic things that mentality has been made like that. Yeah, girl child, yeah, from beginning only. No one will say that yeah, girls home is their father home, because before marriage she dependent on her father, after marriage she is dependent on her husband. So I don't think there is any importance of her own life, the whole life before and after marriage. So household things is also like that, because she knows that their mom and dad will not support, so that's why she kept her voice quiet.
Yes, yes, right.
Yeah, Swati, I agree with you. I also want to add my point. Actually, what I feel that from childhood we are learned to say that this is not your home. After marriage, when you go to that home, that is your home. You on that place you enjoy the freedom. But in actual, we don't have any home
Yeah, true.
because
This is the
yeah,
yes.
that's my experience.
We'll make our own home. Don't worry. Don't say like that. Let's
It
see. Make
these
it a
are the
happy place.
yes, yes. It really
Yes,
exists in our society. We have to think over that. We have to make our own home.
Yes,
These
why are
things,
we
these
even dependent on others?
yes, yes,
so
definitely.
this is
Yeah,
the thinking we people don't take it in their life. This is the thinking, this is
exactly.
the
That's what
awareness
we
they
need.
don't have, that
Yes,
yeah, if girl is working also, then she can make their own home. Why
exactly.
always a girl need to change their names? Why I have to add my husband name? It is not like that. We can't change our
That's
name. If
choice. If
girl
someone
will take the
likes,
last,
yeah.
yeah, but sometimes in laws pressure is also there, because
No,
if you
no,
are
no,
married then you have
never.
to do.
The thing is,
Yeah, girls have
if
to
we
understand that yeah, they can be their own, they can speak up, they should
exactly, it
have
comes
that
from
level
us
of
actually.
awareness.
Talking about these women empowerment and everything. My biggest worry is that girls themselves are not, you
Yeah,
know,
correct.
they
Aware.
don't themselves want to be empowered. That's
Yes,
the
Yeah,
most hurtful thing. So we need to tell them that you have to. They are like, this is how things work, and we can't do this, we can't do that. Why? And people will tell you that you are a rebel. Why are you acting like that? They will act against you. Maybe not everyone is lucky enough that they have their parents supports, and they might not have their in-law support or whatever, but they will say वो होता है ना लोगों का काम है कहना and all that. They will say that we need to tell our girls that you don't have to worry. Things जैसे conventional चलता आ रहा है, they don't have to go the conventional way. This has to change, and this comes from girls themselves. They are worried. They think that we are not supposed to wear this, we are not supposed to wear that. If we go out, someone will do that. If you act courageous, my parents have told me that you need to act courageous. No one can dare tell me that why you wearing this, why you wearing that. I have traveled around the world all by my own, right? अगर किसी ने मेरे अंदर ये डर डाल दिया होता, if someone had told me that you can't do that वरना this will happen and that will happen, I would not have come here, right?
true.
So we have to make our heads strong, and we need to educate our girls like that, so that they don't feel that they are less than anyone else.
I support Pratibha that with the
Yes,
point that this is a vicious cycle. It has no end. Starting from childhood to the end of giving birth to a next child, and again imposing the same thoughts. I believe that even though if the parents are supporting to their child, the society infers this fear. Like even recently, there is so much of spike of rape cases. Why? The impact of social media, the belief of the society, even talking at the politicians, they really do not act in a rational way. That what kind of measures they need to take it on, and it's really a vicious cycle. You would not come out until and unless the mentality of the people, as in the whole of society, should be changed.
Yes, if we act weak, the supposedly the stronger one will try to dominate you, and we don't have to do that. We have to act strong, basically.
Yeah.
yes,
May I enter
yes,
into the discussion?
yes,
Yes,
yes. You
sure.
sure.
Yeah. It's first of all, congratulations to everyone. That I'm very, I'm very happy to see that that you all are talking about women empowerment. And one of the reason of that why this empower word has to be added in the with the woman, it is due to that earlier we don't used to discuss this topic, that too so openly. It is the first sign that the mind's setup is changing. That is the first point. Second, we have been talking that why women has to be empowered, or why women are discriminated everywhere, whether it is house or at the workplace or anywhere. It is so. It is not about only the women. I would say it is just the seeking of power attitude. Power that has to be, you can see everywhere, whether it is a political point of view, or it is a point of view of like today we have a technological differences or chase for power. So I think when the mixing of one man and woman comes into play, and there creates one family, there there is a tussle for the power. So that's why I think that has been still followed on. So I think for that matter, two major steps can make the differences. First is one of speaker who was I think she was from Haryana. She was talking about the women, uh, men are being preferred because they are physically powered and means muscular and all. And so I think this can be countered by two things: one, giving the financial independence to the women, and I think and second, by making their own decisions. These two things, if women start inculcating, because it has been rightly said by one of the speaker that you have to act courageously, because if you want to be financially independent, then you have to take a step, like you all are guys taking a step, and you all are, I think most of you all guys working in IT profession or any profession. That's a very good thing. And talking about what our culture, like some of the speakers were talking about, like why one woman has to change her name or her title after the marriage. So regarding this point of view, I would say that this can be done by the mutual understanding of both the men and women. That has to be left on both of them, both the person. But if we from my point of view, I think that if you look into it from a very broad view, then you can think that a society has to be run from a certain rules. I don't want I do not agree that it should be rigid. I told that before that both the mutual understanding should be there. So these things, if they are countered, then of course we can move on what we are talking about. And if you talk about the government, like these things, government, these are the bullshit. They will never make such a good changes into the society level, if because women are, they means the one who is weaker, if he or she becomes stronger, then there is the power which is enjoyed by the politicians, that will be left on from them. So I think two three things can be easily done, like economic empowerment. Like today we have a 78 to 79 women percent of women working in your agriculture sector. Contrary, addition to that, we can also think of political empowerment. Like if the power is given to the women, like now we can, if you all go through the interviews of women who have been appearing for IS, with them the topic of discussion is always to empower the women, and they also when come into the field, they also work for the women. So if the women come into the main field, main stream, then I think the power, if that is driven by them, then of course the rules and setups can be according to them. And coming to two three points, I will one my last point will be that like the girl from Haryana, she rightly said that women are the enemy of themselves. For example, if we talk about dowry, then what, as per I have come to know, that mother mother generally enforce that okay, you marry to that girl because you can get that much, dowry and all. And the sas and bahu system, that has been also well played. It is that is well played in Star Plus and all
Yes,
TVs.
yes, true.
So, so there, if women, if that sas grand law, whatever it is, if she empowers that bahu, as her beti, then of course she stands the same power what the father enjoys, that because she has also given her sweat to move the family to the age of her 50s and 60s. So there also they have the good stance to make the decision. And one point I would like I had I didn't know that today is I was not aware of that today is UN Empowerment Day. Before that day only, one of my college teacher, she's Susmita ma'am, I had a discussion with her. She posted one I think on WhatsApp where there was a remark that why men ponder to women, stare at women when they move on the road. So at that point we had a lot of conversation, and we came to a common conclusion where I said that like, look ma'am, you are also a woman, and tomorrow you will also, if you go for marriage, then you will also become mother. And it is scientifically proved that that men means son loves most to mother comparison to his father. So I think what a set of qualities do you want, each and every one girls who wants that this kind of set of mind a boy should have towards women, then I think the mother can play a very important role in on this. And same thing can be done from the point of view the one like we if tomorrow I become father, same thing can be done. So
Yes,
this
yes.
is the
True.
main issue which I would like to draw on this. And
True,
thank
true,
you
true.
for adding
Yes.
me and uh, sharing my views and listening to most of the
Yes,
girls
yes.
what they think about this topic. Thank you
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that.
Thank you, Abhishek, for sharing your reviews. We have one more speaker with us, Ankita ma'am. Still, we have not discussed any views with her. So, Ankita ma'am, please share your views about life after marriage and before marriage for a girl.
Of course. Am I
Interesting
audible
to hear.
Ma'am, your voice is little low.
now?
Little low. I think.
Some issue actually. Am I audible? Am I audible? Hello.
Hello, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes. May I, hello. May I start?
Yes, yes, yes. Now it's audible.
The question is
Uh,
life
uh,
change
yes,
before
yes,
and after marriage. Yeah,
yes, yes,
it's completely changed because before marriage you have so many things in your mind, like whatever your own house need to maintain, need to clean, need to whatever you cook or whatever your workplace, everything you need to manage. But before marriage, you have only think, अरे अभी तो chill करना है, मस्ती का टाइम है, कुछ भी करो चलेगा. But after marriage, you can't think like this. You have so many responsibilities. Like your own responsibility is also a big responsibility. It means ki how you can manage yourself like a daughter-in-law, as a wife, as a new family member of the family. Uh, what they think before
means
marriage. Before marriage, you know about everything about your family, your parents, your siblings, and your friends, everything. But after marriage, you have no idea about everyone mentality and perspective, what they think, and how you need to understand and how you can talk with them, all things openly. There's so many things like we are not familiar for everything now, because we are not it's like in this century girls are very productive. Girls are also very productive. They have so many ideas. They are a very good entrepreneur also. In on uh, her her thoughts is like, no, nobody can stop them, nobody can tell you have to do this, you have to not do so many things. But after marriage you have so many restrictions. It's like invisible restriction. You have no
yes,
idea about that restriction.
you can't think is like, oh, ऐसा भी था क्या, मुझे मुझे आइडिया ही नहीं इस बात का. तो you have so many, you have, it's like you have so many thoughts, you have so many work, you have so many things to do, but you always think about first and second and third time, can I do? This is a big change after marriage in a girl life.
So these changes are only present in Indian society, or some in all world, all over the world. The same, the girls are facing same scenario, or in Indian society only.
It's not like we can't say all over world, but we can say in Indian society because we are living in India. We have we know them and what they think, and there is so many it's like conservative mentality of the
Yes,
family.
conservative mentality.
So many. So you can't say all over India or all over, or you can't say all over world. And you also can't say in India, but still it's 90% in India. I think. Okay.
We can say that in Indian society, we are means for a girls before marriage, see they are facing like means early childhood marriage or something like that. They are facing such type of situation. After marriage, they can't tell that I am living my life. I am living my in-laws' life. I am living my husband's life. I am living my means my children's life. We are means a married woman is always busy with with her means household chores as well as with their family. She can't live their own life. Means what your thought in this? How
Actually,
she can live like?
I agree with this because you have you have no limit on so
I'm
many things.
excuse me, ma'am. Your voice is little low. I think I'm not able to hear. Uh, all are okay, or this problem is with me only?
They can full
No, sound is
concentrate
like
actually.
Okay.
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you are audible.
कह रही थी कि हमारी बात इस बात पर होती है कि हमारी लाइफ में किस तरह के चेंजेस होते हैं, राइट. बट अगर मैं सिर्फ अपना पर्सपेक्टिव या अपना एक एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करूँ तो लाइफ ऑलमोस्ट आपकी 90% चेंज हो जाती है बिकॉज आपने खुद अपनी लाइफ को कैसे बनाना है, आपको अच्छा भी करना है, आपको अपने लिए भी अच्छा करना है. तो you need to be confident on all over things. इफ अगर आपको आपने कुछ कुछ हमसे कि हम ऐसा नहीं कर सकते हैं, हम अपनी इन लॉज की लाइफ जीते हैं, हम अपने हस्बैंड की लाइफ जीते हैं, ऐसा होता है. अगर इस केस में आज अगर देखा जाए तो इंडिया काफ़ी रिकवर कर रहा है, चाहे लोगों के अंदर अवेयरनेस बढ़ रहे हैं, लोगों की मेंटालिटी बदल रही है, बट हर किसी को समझा पाना, हर किसी की मेंटालिटी चेंज कर पाना ये हमारे हाथ में नहीं है जब तक सामने वाला उस चीज़ को खुद नहीं समझे. बिकॉज चेंज बहुत ज़रूरी है. चेंज इज ऑलवेज मैटर एंड द change is very very big thing in our life.
Okay.
Every day we are changing ourselves in some way.
I think this thing should not present in our society because एक लड़की को एक लड़की का भी एक लाइफ होता है, एक लड़का का भी लाइफ होता है. ऐसा नहीं है कि शादी होने के बाद वो कम्प्लीटली अपने इन लॉज के या फिर अपने चाइल्ड के लाइफ को जिए. उसका एक खुद का लाइफ होता है. आई थिंक ये इम्पावरमेंट अभी के सोसाइटी में बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. सबसे मेन हम लोगों को इस चीज़ पे भी फोकस करना है कि एक लड़की अगर वो शादी होता है या फिर शादी के पहले जिस टाइप का वो लाइफ जी रही थी, जब अपने घर पे थी वो जिस टाइप का लाइफ जी रही थी, और शादी के बाद जब वो है तो वो उससे सेम लाइफ वैसे ही मिलना चाहिए. उसे उतना ही सपोर्ट अपने इन लॉज से मिलना चाहिए जैसा सपोर्ट उसे अपने पेरेंट्स से मिलते थे अपने बिफोर मैरिज में. शादी के पहले उसे जिस टाइप से सपोर्ट मिलते थे उसे पेरेंट्स से, वैसा ही सपोर्ट उसे शादी के बाद भी मिलने चाहिए। ये अवेयरनेस हम लोगों को ये अवेयरनेस होनी चाहिए सोसाइटी में। सो आफ्टर दैट आई थिंक
I agree with
आदित्य।
this.
यस यस।
I agree with this. I totally agree with this. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Need to be changed. Our life is very important in our perspective. What I want to do. No need to
Uh,
be, no need to be doing what they are doing, what we want.
मैम योर वॉइस इज लिटिल लो, आई कांट हियर
Sorry, there is
एनीथिंग।
very. I think there is some issue. Thank you so much.
Neetu, if you don't mind, I want to share my views on this.
यस यस
So,
प्लीज।
so we are talking about the rights that is before marriage and after our marriage. So, if what we were talking right now was that we must get all the things that we were getting at, that we were experiencing before our marriage. So the thing is that if we will ask for such things, that I was doing this before my marriage and I want to continue with that. And even if you don't take care of your family after marriage, the woman is called as uncultural. She is called as shellfish. So the
यस
thing is, we need to see what we can do for this, and we need to fight against this, because we are facing the issue, and it matters for us. So if we want to be the same and we want to experience the same, then we are the one who can fight for this. And definitely uh, if we will raise our voice, we can, I think we can succeed. That's
यस
all. Thank
ट्रू।
you.
यस यस ट्रू।
I would,
Yeah।
I'm sorry for my throat, but I would like to add to this that, women should be given a right to marriage, and they should be able to choose as to who they want to marry. And love marriages should not be a taboo. And this is where this starts, because marriage here is more of like a business deal or something, uh, from which from what I hear, and it shouldn't be like that. So they should be given liberty, and which again comes from their own. If they speak up, parents, this change is coming and will come. In the coming years as well. But yeah, this needs to accelerate, and if they are allowed to choose, and I would not say allowed, if they choose. Their own spouse, they would have better understanding with them, and he will, I suppose he will respect her more, and they will have mutual understanding in whatever decision she wants to take. So basically, this has to come from the the parents' perspective also. They need to realize that her choice matters in the choice of marriage as well. Yeah, thank you.
थैंक यू सर प्रतिभा
Actually,
फॉर सेटिंग
parents,
दिस।
yeah,
Sorry.
am I audible? Yeah,
Yes.
यस यस
actually,
यू आर ऑडिबल।
parents should also understand that, yeah, my girl also can take a good decision. Actually,
Exactly.
parents underestimate the girls, and what happens now? Parents think that no, she is still a child. She can't make her decision. Even I am more experienced. I can see what guy is like, what is suitable. But yeah, it always depends on parents. Parents don't think that yeah, my girl also can make a good choice of her spouse. So these are the things. And one more thing, always a parents wants that her in-laws should be a good and better status of their own.
Shouldn't be right.
Yeah, this it really happens. Yeah, if I am a businessman, means parents think that yeah, if I am a businessman, then in-laws should be in-laws family background should be
Better.
better than from us. So
This shouldn't
these
be.
are the basic thinking that yeah, parents should understand that yeah, this is not